Bit of a grey one this morning. It's about 6:15. I think the last time I started with it's 6:15 I was walking under blue skies on Old Hunstanton Beach. Not today. It's grey, it's damp, but it's a day that's going to get worse. So if I don't go now, I won't be going at all. And diary note today said go back to Castor Hanglands, and that's where we're going. Should be pretty much at its peak now. I mean, it has quite a broad range of time over 2-3 weeks when certain flowers will be at their peak, but this is about a good midpoint, and it's about now you get the strange plants that appear at Castor, nice and strange plants, hopefully, you know, some really varied common spotted orchids that we didn't see 10 days ago when we last came here. So that's what I'm hoping for today, is to see a few wow plants. I definitely will be kicking off when we get there with that common spotted cross early marsh orchid that I saw last time, but wasn't sort of confident enough to call it until I got home. So definitely will be trying to find that one again and do it justice. So yeah, Castor Hanglands this morning. Well, here she is, looking absolutely superb, in full flower. Early marsh orchid cross common spotted orchid, probably. And there's the spotted leaves at the bottom that proves this is not just an early marsh orchid. Lovely, lovely flower. And the amazing thing is, I've just noticed, literally a couple of feet to the left is another one. Just as lovely. Also with spotted leaves. So there's two of them. Very nice. And nicely marked common spotted. Spotted leaves on that one. This is a very nice nice flower. That's a pale form of southern marsh orchid crossed with common spotted. It's a Grandees hybrid, but it's a lovely colour. Seeing this area of common spotteds near the ponds, it just underlines what I've been suspecting now for a few weeks, which is that the common spotteds are around, but they're stunted. You know, this comparable scene last year, these orchids were twice the height than they are now. They're much smaller, plenty of them, just a lot shorter, and that is down to the drought. Still great to see though. That's the first pure white common spotted that I've found. Hope to find a few more, but that's the first one. I think this one qualifies as one of those weird common spotted orchids where, well, I mean, something's not quite right with that, because the centre lobe on the flower is really extended beyond normal bounds, really. Something different. Most of the early marsh are finished now and gone over. There's a few just hanging behind the pack and putting up a show like this one. I thought that was another white, but I think there's very, very faint markings on the top, so I won't shout that one out. I was talking to somebody the other day about my theory is the more pale the flower is, the less marked the spots on the leaves were. I don't think I was convincing too many people, but I'm going to stick with that as my theory. It makes sense. If there's a lack of pigmentation in the flower, there'll be a lack of pigmentation in the leaves as well. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this, but you know, the leaves down here, I mean, you can see spots on them, but they're very, very pale, very, very faint. And I think there is a correlation between colours on the flower and colours on the leaves. If I can find a pure white, I'll try and prove it, because a pure white, I don't think there'll be anything on the leaves at all, but I've got to find one first. Another of these freaky flowers with huge central lobes. Never seen this before. You kind of wonder if that's got something to do with the growing conditions. That's the second one now. Tough one to find an orchid of the day, as the common spotted are all struggling really, but I think I'll let these two share the award. Hidden away in the long grass. I just, something about these two, I like these two. Now this is a very strange looking one. Anywhere else I'd say heath spotted orchid. Those leaf patterns and leaf shape, heath spotted orchid. But you don't really get heath spotted orchids around here. I've had a suspicion there's the odd one, but I don't know, it would be exceptionally rare in a location like this, which is largely an alkaline marsh. The problem is there's no spots on the leaves at all, and heath spotted would have spots on the leaves. So what is it? I'm going to have to hand this one over to the experts, I think. Well, the theory is first generation hybrids grow big, grow much bigger than the parents, and this is a big one. Spotted leaves. But absolutely wonderful southern marsh orchid flowers with markings on, but the shape of the flower definitely southern marsh. So it's a Grand East hybrid, a very nice one. Best one I've seen this season. All the clonkers are showing up now. That is a clonker of a common spotted. Very, very nice markings. That's another of those very nice Grand East hybrids with a sort of pale southern marsh form as one of the parents. That's very nice, I like that. I might have to go and get the Orchid of the Day trophy back. Right, it's absolutely peeing it down now, so time to head for the hills, as it were. Yeah, really good, really good. That's Castor Hanglands at its best. A lot of common spotteds, probably 1,000 plus there, and you've got the variation now that we didn't have 10 days ago. So I hope you enjoyed some of the different colour schemes going on. Great to see that heath spotted. I knew they were here. I've seen the photographs, but that's the first I've actually got up close to and recognised what it is. What on earth it's doing in an alkaline marsh, I don't know. Going to have to read up on that one, but that's unusual. And yeah, it's wet and horrible, but worth seeing. And they'll be good for at least another 7 to 10 days here. They're at their peak, but they'll stay at their peak for a time to come. Definitely stunted. That's proven it now. You know, they're all diminutive, 50, 60, 70% at best of the size they normally are, and that's the drought conditions that we've had, but they're battling on, and still putting on a show. You just got to get down low to appreciate them. So yeah, I've got to get out of this rain now and head for home.